And we're rolling.
We're in Derbyshire.
We are in Derbyshire. We met our friend Karen today, who's letting us stay at our house. So thanks, Karen. We're in our house right now. More importantly, it's the 7th of June 2017. Vicky Pipe, let me take you back exactly 1 month today. It was the 7th of May. Where were we?
We were in Penzance.
It's been a month.
Yeah.
Does it feel like a month? Does it feel longer, shorter? How does it feel? How do you feel? How does it feel 1 month in? Good answer.
Because it feels so many things. It feels like we started yesterday. It also feels like I've been doing this my entire life.
Yeah.
It feels like the most natural thing in the world to get on a train and travel somewhere new.
I'm not bored of trains yet. Early on, people are like, you must be bored of trains. No, it's going to be weird when in the future I get up and I don't get on a train. That's what's going to be weird. Can I tell you a thought I had today? And this is a thought that's been kind of bubbling up for a while.
Okay.
I'm not going to assume you have, but if you've watched my stuff on YouTube before, you'll know that I've got a documentary on my own YouTube channel. I'll put a link to it, called Underground USA, where a few years ago I was in a very fortunate position to drive around the whole of America, the whole of the USA, and visit all 48 mainland states in America, and it was tied into tube names, cities in America that shared the name with a place on the tube map. And it was a kind of a similar thing. It was an epic summer voyage. It was about 10 weeks long. I started in June. It ended sort of in August. But what was really interesting in that is that at the time I was living in Charleston, South Carolina. And when I started, I had a couple of weeks when I started in the top right-hand corner of America, and then came back to Charleston, my home, before setting off again, literally into the wild west of the rest of America. And I realised the other day that was extremely similar to what we've done here. We've started in one corner of England, down in Cornwall, and then about a week or two in, we came home to London, and we spent several nights at London. And I had that same feeling of like familiar territory, respite, sleeping in own bed. And then it wasn't until yesterday and today that we've headed away from familiar territory that I had that same feeling as I drove into Alabama away from Charleston. I was like, oh no, this is it. It feels like it's starting properly now. And yesterday, when it was a grey, miserable, rainy day, and there was a tree on the line at Hendon, and all the trains broke going up to Corby, it suddenly felt real with our first delay. And then today, we've been in like Skegness and Lincoln and Derby and Nottingham and all these exciting places which are far away from London. It suddenly feels very real, and I've got that exciting feeling of, going to unfamiliar places and unfamiliar trains and people with local dialects. And the local dialects thing, I'll finish my anecdote in a minute. The local dialects thing is brilliant, because today at Matlock Bath, we went to the top where you get a cable car, and there's the viewpoint, and the lady in the cafe, she served us our tea. She went, there you go, love. I was like, that's my first love that I've had. And that's what brought it home. I was like, someone called me love. And I'm waiting for the first, there you go, duck. I'm waiting for someone to call me duck, which will probably happen in Yorkshire. Like, I'm dying for it to happen. Someone call me duck. That's how I feel.
I want to be called lass.
Lass.
In Scotland. Lass.
When's our first lass going to be? So that's the exciting thing, is the realisation that I
may be too old to be called lass. That's not exciting. That's worrying.
But don't you now feel that you're actually... I had that moment yesterday and today of like, oh, I'm actually exploring the rest of the country, and that's exciting.
I've had that feeling from the beginning.
Oh.
Only because I've never done something big like this before, as opposed to yourself, who's done similarly large-scale adventures. We've done sort of 2 or 3 weeks adventuring, but we've never done something on this long together. I've certainly never done something like this myself. So it's felt like that for me from the beginning.
And I think generally our productions, our editors have kind of got used to what we want and what I film, and our workflow has improved. And I think by the end of it, it'll be a finely honed machine, and then it will just come to an end. Sorry about that. It does have to end at some point. Gosh.
The journey will end.
But the memories will last forever. Were you actually going to say that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, but then what we do with everything we've discovered, not just the videos, but other things that we're collecting along the way, all the photographs, the sort of short bits of audio recording that I've been doing, the sort of the reflections that we've had about places that we've been, there's potential there.
Yeah, if you're not currently aware, by the way, we're aware that some of you are just watching this on YouTube. You might not even be aware that there was a Kickstarter that funded it. But right now, we want to say various things that if you're just watching YouTube, and I'll assume you are because this is YouTube, we're also on Twitter. So at All the Stations, give us a follow. Sometimes we tweet things on there that don't get in the video. We also
Are on Facebook.
do Facebook.
All the stations.
Follow us on there.
We do Facebook
we do
Lives.
Facebook Live videos.
All the photographs that I'm taking go up there.
So
well.
it's not genuinely possible to put every station into a video. So for people that go, oh, what at this station, what at my station, it's more than likely there's a photo of it that Vicky's put on Facebook or on Instagram. And all our Instagram photos we then post to our Twitter feed at All the Stations. So look on there as well.
There's something on Instagram as well, which I'm still getting used to, which is the Instagram story, which is if I'm correct, a little bit like Snapchat. So it's short pictures or little short videos, and then Instagram links them all together. So at the end of the day, you have like a 1 minute sort of, what's the word? Chain of these images and videos, the little flash of our day.
We're not doing Snapchat, by the way, just so we're clear. So basically, we're on all the various platforms. We also do Periscope live streaming videos, and those, because the Facebook videos you can see by going to the All the Stations page, clicking on the videos tab, and all the previous videos are there. Periscope videos are harder to find on Twitter. So what we've done, in the link at the bottom, we've set up like a new bonus channel that isn't actually being run by us. We've entrusted someone else, one of the team, to do this for us, and they've uploaded all the Periscope videos with all the comments and everything, so you can see it as it happened. They've got it all archived. So it'll be a link in the corner here to that channel. Go and play that channel as well. Talking of channels, here's something that's so important, please, to Genuine. Can you help us out? We're aware right now we've got around 14,000 subscribers on this channel, All the Stations.
Oh my goodness, we want so many more.
Our videos are hitting 20,000 plus. That means there's at least 7,000 people watching the videos that haven't hit subscribe yet. The more subscribers we get, the more attention we get from the YouTube algorithm, the more it gets bumped up in searches when people search for this stuff, the more that we will grow, the more feedback we will get, the more interesting stuff we will have to share, and it will give us motivation to make better videos. What I'm getting at is that I want you, please, to press subscribe. Can you ask them?
Where's that button?
Can you ask them as well?
It's down there. Press it. Do it right now.
If you're watching on like your TV on an app via a box in your TV, I'm aware that things don't always appear, but if you're on your smartphone right now or just on a standard web browser, there will be a subscribe button. Thank you. I feel like someone just clicked subscribe just there. Did you feel that?
In the force, I did. I wanted to mention, just say a little something about people's comments and suggestions that they're sending us.
Sure.
It's absolutely incredible.
Oh.
The number of tips, suggestions, things to look out for. It genuinely makes this project so much more exciting and interesting. Sometimes we can't read everything fast enough, even though we have people in the team who are helping us out. Sometimes there are just too many things to do. We really, really, really want you to keep sending us stuff.
Right, I think today an Oasis was a perfect example of that. Do we want to spoil it, or shall we just...
No.
So in the video coming later, so this video is almost today's Tuesday or Wednesday today.
I have no
I have no idea what day it is. I think today's Wednesday. So in a video on Friday of this week, Oasis.
And that was something that was tipped off by
many people. If you were the ones that tipped us off, good work.
But sort of in addition to all of that and being so overwhelmed and thankful and grateful and wanting you to keep that coming. Please keep it coming.
Yeah.
And we're aware that there are things that we may not get to mention, or we mention it and it doesn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Or it goes on Instagram and maybe those of you who are not following it that don't get to see it. I'm sort of already thinking about what do we do to make sure that we don't lose any of those comments and thoughts and tips?
Yeah.
So that idea about what happens when the journey finishes is something that's really strong for me. And so even if the thing that you sent in doesn't get mentioned, it's not that it hasn't been thought or read, or even we've made a cut but it just hasn't gone in there. But we will somehow some way we want to make sure that all those things get out there.
And at the risk of sounding slightly pretentious, if you've emailed me something, I read them all, but I wouldn't say I've given up. But I have too many emails to be able to kind of actually comprehend and respond to them all. So if you've emailed me in something, again, thank you. If we don't get back to you or if we don't mention it, I'm genuinely sorry. Just too many emails and literally not enough hours in the day because we do have to also eat and sleep.
Which is really annoying.
Yeah, if we couldn't eat or sleep, that'd be great. But we do have to do that from time to time.
Talking of eating,
yes,
the wonderful Karen has made us food, which we should go and eat.
Are you saying we should stop recording this video?
Yeah.
Okay. Trouble is, I haven't mentioned yet how I want people to subscribe. Let me mention that. We'd love it if you could subscribe.
Subscribe?
I did do it, didn't I?
I think you did.
Have you pressed subscribe yet?
I don't think you have. Could you press it?
Hey, you right? We can see there. Yeah, you.
Put your cup of tea down.
Goodness sake.
Hit subscribe.
Oh, they've done it now. They've done it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We may do another one of these maybe we should definitely do one on July the 7th. We're 8 weeks in. We're exhausted. But we'll see how it goes.
Yay.
See how it goes. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to do a slow fade or cut to the music? Oh, the music! Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. Again, as per your request, this was the other thing I meant to mention, people were like, Jeff, where can we download the theme tune? It's happening. Our song, by the way, has been written by my dear friend Stephen Francis. He's a music producer in his spare time from his day job. He's the one that composed and scored the original All the Stations theme tune. It's an original piece of music. Everyone has said, can we download this? We were blown away by the fact that people wanted to download it, mainly because people were tweeting us going, I've had your theme tune stuck in my head all day. And it's like, we thought that was a bad thing. Apparently it's a good thing and you want to hear it. So he has exclusively created 3 brand new mixes and probably as I speak right now, it's being uploaded to the magical
Wowzers.
ether system of the interwebs, and it will be available on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify. All the normal channel is coming.
On my phone,
yeah.
I could go to iTunes.
Yes.
I could search for all the stations.
You could.
I could find those tracks.
Yes.
I could hit buy.
You could.
They could be on my phone within a matter of seconds.
Yes. And then you could
listen to it over and over again.
Yeah, that's how music works. So when that happens in the next, we hope they'll be live on all the store. Yeah, here are links to the stores. No, we won't do that. But that is coming hopefully in about 2 weeks' time, and we'll put some tweets out and Facebook mentions out when that's happening with all the links. That is it. Have you subscribed yet? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I don't know if I have.
I don't think I'm actually subscribed to my own YouTube channel.
Oh, Jeff.
No, I am.
Bye.
Bye.